little cousin. And by little, I mean younger. 2 weeks. So you can say I've known this guy my whole life. But before I begin, I'd like to thank everybody that put this thing together. I know it takes a village to make this thing happen. Aunts, uncles, brothers, cousins, step neighbor-in-laws, whatever. Additionally, I'd like to thank Visions Venue and all their staff for putting this on. They do a great job. Can I get a So if college ever taught me anything was how to drink beer and procrastinate. I'm lying, I knew how to do all that before. So I whipped this thing up. It's kind of short. It's just a couple. It's not a big deal. It's big font. It's okay. So Garrett and I grew up together. We're more like brothers and cousins. We've done a lot of shit together and been through a lot of shit together. Oh wait, I forgot about the earmuffs. Earmuff your kids. It's gonna get ugly. So one thing that always kept us entertained was our ability to turn almost anything into a contest. It wasn't sports related, like who could sink the most putts on the putting green, or who could drain the most 3-pointers, or score better shooting arrows. We would just make shit up. Like who could catch the most garter snakes in the neighbor's overgrown yard? Or who could chug the most water before puking? I think we all yeah, whatever. Or who could pull the most railroad spikes freaking get caught by a concerned citizen? We got like buckets of those. Real quick. Or how many golf balls we could smack into a train before it ended. Sneaking out of the house at 2 a.m. race RC cars in the street. Let's just name a few. One of my personal favorites when shooting arrows at the target became boring. We decided to stand back to back and shoot straight up in the air until we couldn't see the arrow. And once it started coming down, the first person to run lost. So I guess we're both losers because we're still here today. Thanks, Mom and Dad. It's a great Christmas gift. It's great. Eating contests were another favorite activity to get into. I won, as you can see. So my parents had this Super Bowl party one year, and my uncle made like 40 fucking meatballs. And they're Mancheri meatballs. If you don't know, they're bigger than a golf ball. They're huge. Board turned the meat contest. The score ended up like 12-11. I don't know who won. I guess me, huh? After halftime, whoever hadn't eaten came in to get some meatballs. But the only thing left were 2 fat little kids groaning in agony. They were so pissed. So pissed. Besides the contest, we've spent a lot of time outdoors, camping, fishing, hunting, etc. When it comes to camping, Garrett has pretty much everything you could need. Fishing poles, lanterns, bait, tackle, sleeping bags, tents, coolers, etc. Coolers that he's stolen from probably every person in here. I mean, you got one in there, don't you? Yeah? It says Taylor right on it. One year we went camping, we're setting up, and my dad walks by his tent. As he's walking by, Garrett's cutting a hole in the backside of his tent. And my dad goes, "What in the hell are you doing?" Garrett goes, "My tent's too small. My feet wouldn't fit in, so I had to cut a hole. In it." My dad goes, "You couldn't just unzip the front of the tent?" Oh yeah, I never thought of that. In all seriousness, In all seriousness, though, over the past 28 years, I've learned a few things about Garrett. He's one of the most honest, generous, and kind-hearted guy you'll ever meet. He'll always have your back no matter what. If you're sad, mad, happy, he'll be there to listen to your bullshit. Have a couple beers, whatever. If you need help moving, he's the first guy there to help you out. If you need help building something, he's there to lend a hand. Like when we were about 3 years old. When we were bugging our parents so bad, they decided to give us a 2x4, a box of roofing nails, and a hammer. We're 3 years old. So we kind of struggled with the whole operation with the hammer nail deal. So Garrett held the nail. And I had the hammer. Bows and arrows and hammers and nails? How are we still here today? I don't know. Great parents, I love it. But Kelsey, you've got one of the most genuine guys I know. And I think you are one of the most down-to-earth chicks I know. I'm so glad you guys got hitched. Because I don't know if I could take care of him by myself. Just to remember to be honest, truthful, be kind and understanding to one another, and most important, have fun together. I couldn't be happier for you guys. Congratulations.
Yeah!